Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today got a real special treat. Real special. It's something nice and comforting and something, you know, I grew up on Sundays. Some Sundays when it's soul food Sunday and you have a big feast, you know, with the fried chicken and the catfish and the greens and the cornbread, yams, macaroni and cheese, black eyed peas, stuff like that. But I'm gonna make a smaller version, okay? Today, since today is Sunday, I'm gonna make a smaller version. So today, I'm gonna make some good old Southern oxtails. So it's gonna be oxtails and gravy, Southern style, okay? Real simple, real easy, at least to me. But if you follow me, you'll be able to make it, no sweat at all. So yeah, that's the star show, the oxtails, okay? But his little friends, we gonna make some cabbage, we gonna make some yams, gonna make some rice, you know, because you of course need rice with your oxtails and gravy, Southern style, of course, who doesn't? And then we're gonna make some cornbread. So if you want to know how I make it, stay tuned. Or you just want to watch, hear some stories, talk to me for a while, get to know me, or I get to know you, please stay, talk to me. Leave me some comments, leave me some thumbs up, let me know you're here, leave me some recipes. I'll be sure to try to make them, tell you how I like it, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get started. All right. So first, what I'm gonna do, I got oxtails. Right here, I got quite a bit, y'all. Quite a bit of oxtails. Let's show. Oxtails. They all clean. They are definitely all clean, washed, dried, and ready to go. So now I season my oxtails. My oven getting ready for my cornbread later. Don't worry about that. Anyway, I do season my oxtails because I fry my oxtails before I put them in the water to boil, okay? So real simple seasonings today. It's gonna be onion powder, fresh black pepper, kosher salt, and garlic powder. I'm gonna season them with so I can get to frying them. But also let me know in the comments below, because this is a simple oxtail recipe, if y'all want me to do a Jamaican oxtail recipe. So flavorful, so good, so delicious, worth making. Let me know if y'all want me to make it. If not, I'll make it anyway. Don't even matter, because now I want some. But anyway, back to the Southern oxtails. Okay, so we're gonna season them with the kosher salt. We're gonna season them to taste to coat them all, because we want to lock them flavors in when we fry them, okay? All right, kosher salt. Let's do this. I got quite a bit of oxtails, so I'm gonna season them real well. Even though when after I get them to boiling and get them to breaking down and stuff, when I put the gravy in, I season them some more to taste. So you're gonna say, whatever, we'll figure that out when we get to it, right? Yeah, right. Black pepper, folks. Black pepper. Fresh, honey. Fresh. A little bit of garlic powder. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. A little bit of onion powder. Not much, just a little bit. And we're gonna toss those to coats, honey. Why do I have this? I'm gonna use my hands. Fresh, clean hands. Okay, so we're gonna toss with our hands together, okay? Now oxtail, it is a pretty expensive little cut of meat, especially if you want the big ones. Okay, I went to Sam's Club and I was like, oh, they got oxtails, because usually our Sam's Club do not have oxtails, honey. Anyway, y'all, let's get them a couple. And I thought they looked pretty good, so I grabbed two packages. See what's popping with them. They look pretty good. It got some fat on them, but that's okay. Fat ass flavor, you know. Here go one of them. This is just one, y'all. Focus, baby, focus. Fat ass flavor, but yeah, they pretty big. And for a pretty good deal when I found them. Anywho, with these being so big, it's gonna take them longer to break down too, longer to boil. So may want to do this kind of early in the morning, but I'm almost at 12 noon. But hopefully it don't be too late eating dinner, right? You don't want to lay down on nothing heavy. Anyway, I already have my oil going. I already got my oil going. I use vegetable. You can use grape, olive oil, peanut oil, just the oil to fry your oxtails in, whatever floats your boat. Usually some people like to flour their oxtails. Not me, since I'm making a gravy later and putting them in there, so I just fry them just like that. You ain't gotta flour them. Unless you want to. You wash my hands. Like I was saying, you don't have to flour them unless you want to. But I just don't, you know, since I'm making a little homemade gravy later and topping them off. Anyway, let's get to frying them. I already got my oil heating up on a medium heat. Should be hot. I hear a little popping. So, see? It's telling me I'm ready to go. What are you waiting on? So I'm talking to the camera. Come tend to the oxtails, please, ma'am. Okay, I'm coming. You ain't gotta threaten me with a little pop. Okay, time to fry. Let's get them up in there. Here's the sizzle. Yes. Sizzle. Folks, got them up in there. You do not want to crowd the pan, because if you crowd the pan, you ain't gonna get a good fry, and it's gonna take longer for them to fry. Now, I'm not cooking them all the way through. I'm just locking in the seasonings that I put on. That's why I'm frying them, okay? So the meat can be flavorful when it's all done. So, go over here. I already got this ready for when they come out. Anyway, let me show y'all how they look being fried. I just got them in, but you know, whatever. So y'all can see how I got them spaced out and how that's gonna go so they can fry like evenly, okay? All right. Here we go. All spaced. Everybody got their own place. Nobody's crowding, nobody's touching, nobody's bothering anybody. Everybody being all cute in the pool. Everybody trying to get their little pose. Strike the pose. Hey, hey. Here we go. Okay, while I got that frying over here, what I'm gonna do, I'm looking out the window, I'm sorry y'all, it's a storm coming, tropical storm beta, I believe. Yeah, that's supposed to be moving in tonight, tomorrow, or something like that. But anyway, I have some water going through. Did I cut it out, baby? I cut it out. Let me move it to the front. I had it going. Anyway, we're gonna cut it on. I'm gonna cut it on medium. See, I already had it going. That's why you see the steam. I had to cut it out. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. You don't have to. You can do this after you finish frying off your oxtails and stuff, and then put it in the water, put all the seasonings and the and the onions and the peppers and stuff up in there and get it to going like that. But me personally, just because I think in my cute little head that that's what's happening, I go ahead and start boiling the water and I add the bell peppers. Today I have, a mix, because usually I use green bell pepper, but today I got the red, orange, and the yellow because I still had some left over. So I'm not gonna waste no bell peppers. I don't like wasting food and stuff like that. Then it costs money. So you might as well go ahead and use them. So we're gonna use these today. But usually I use a large green bell pepper. Chop it all up. Ain't gotta be pretty. Throw it in the pot. It's gonna boil down and disintegrate anyway. So we're gonna use these today. We're gonna see how these hold up and how these do in our little southern oxtails. Okay, so we're gonna add that to the pot. I used about 5 of these. Okay, all washed, fresh, seeds are out, cut up, cute, looking cute, being cute. And then I got, hello honey, a large yellow onion. Okay, focus. I like the focus. So I'm gonna use a large yellow onion, and it goes in the pool, right on in the pool, to start getting all cute and happy. See, I just cut it like this because focus on the onion, baby, on the onion. Put it back up in here to see if it'll focus like that. I just cut them like that. You ain't gotta be all cute with it. Just cut it how you gonna cut it. I promise it's gonna melt away anyway. You ain't gonna really pay no attention. Ain't nobody gonna be worried about how you cut your onions or your peppers, believe me. Anyway, we got that up now. We're gonna take the same seasonings, just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a taste. Don't over season, okay? Because you're gonna want to season it again when your gravy gets in there. I like to season in stages. First stage, season the oxtails. Boom, first seasoning. Season the water that it's gonna boil in. Boom, second seasoning. When the gravy get in there, boom, third seasoning. Okay? Because I like stuff to be flavorful. You don't want nothing bland. Unless that's what you like. Unless you can't have a lot of salt and seasoning and stuff. That's okay. Use a lot of herbs. Herbs are good too. Herbs are good too. So we're going to take some kosher salt. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Boom. That was about a teaspoon. Then we're going to take some fresh ground black pepper. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Boom. About another teaspoon. Some garlic powder, just a tiny bit of that. About half a teaspoon of that. And some onion powder. I like a lot of onion, if you would notice, in my oxtails. Okay, so boom. About a teaspoon of that onion powder. Let that go ahead and get happy. And we're going to come back over here. See if we need to flip our oxtails. And yes, we do. And now I'm gonna show y'all how these look while they're fried on one side, okay? So we have flipped them, and this is how they look. Locking it on in. Okay, folks. Of course, what is my channel without camera troubles? Nothing. It seems to happen every freaking video, right? Anyway, so like I was saying, I went on and put the water on low because I just want my vegetables and seasonings to season the water for my oxtails, so when they dive in, be delicious. They feel good. They be like, ooh, what's these seasonings? What's all this? What's these vegetables? Oh, I like this. They in a little sauna, sunbathing, you know, feeling good, looking good, not knowing they're gonna be eating soon as they ready. Okay? This Oxtails, this is one of my favorite Southern meals. Oh, I love it so much. I'm usually made fun of because of my love for oxtails. And I don't care, because I'm going to keep loving them and keep eating them. Okay? Alright? Anyway. Let me see. Let me check this other side. Get it now. Okay. Fry the sides. Have to be super fried because we just liking the flavors in. Anyway, I was just sitting up here thinking, I'm like, had a discussion the other day, you know, about exes. Let's talk about exes. Anybody want to talk about exes? I don't talk about exes. Seems like a good topic to talk about it. Almost everybody have an ex, right? Alright? Right. Anyway, I was having a conversation the other day, and she was like, her ex likes to go around, and if he finds out that she's talking to another guy or another guy is interested, he likes to go and block that guy, you know, go say something to the guy or do something to get the guy away from him. And I'm like, I've heard that a couple of times. It has happened to, I'm sure, a whole lot of people. It has happened to me before, you know. So I'm sure it has happened to a whole bunch of people. I'm like, why? What's your point? When you had what you had in that person, you didn't appreciate it because apparently it was you, okay? Most of the time it's you. In my case, it was you. In her case, it was you. So, when you had what you had in that person, why you didn't do everything you could to keep it? You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing everything you could to lose it. You know what I mean? People don't understand it. If you feel like you have something good, why search elsewhere? You know what I mean? So, when it's gone, you shouldn't be mad. You shouldn't be upset. When that person say, hey, it's over, it's done, I'm not interested, move on. I think that's wrong. So it happens in males too. Some men, good men, these women lose them. They see them moving on or talking to somebody else. They get in their feelings. They want to go after the female or keep putting drama in that dude's life. Like, that's going to make them come back. No, boo, that's going to make them not like you more. From my experience, you know what I'm saying? From talking to people and being around folks, knowing a lot of folks, from personal experiences, it's gonna make them not like you more. That ain't gonna make that person come back to you, babe, acting a fool. No one likes your drama. But anyway, yeah, I thought it was crazy. I'm like, why are you blocking her blessings? Do not block her blessings. Do not block his blessings. You messed up. You know what I'm saying? That could be her husband you blocking. That could be his wife you blocking. Okay? Don't mess up nobody else's life, or try to, for that matter, because you messed up. Let them folks go be happy. You was happy with it, with whatever you was doing. So why they can't be happy? I just thought it was crazy. I'm like, man, this is happening too much. Just being hateful. I don't know, people way. Move. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Y'all remember that Ludacris song? That's how I'm feeling when I hear stuff like that. Like, move. Get out the way. You don't take up nobody else's time, wasting their time, and then when you ready to come back, you done playing and stuff, you want to shoot somebody else out. No, sir. No, ma'am. That's not how that works. Keep it moving. Your time is up, buddy. Your time is up. Miss Ma'am, Mr. Man, whichever. Got it. Anyway, if you had a similar experience like that, I would love to hear your story. Put it down below in the comments. We can talk about it. I'm up for talking about it. I can be your cooking therapist. How about it? Y'all send me stories. I'll read them while I'm cooking and telling y'all some cute little recipes, some delicious little recipes that I came up with, that I found, or somebody has sent me. And then I can read your stories. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave an email down below that y'all can send y'all different relationship stories too. And I can try to help y'all out while I'm cooking. Don't that sound good? Sound good to me. I just came up with it. I think that's a good idea. I would love to try to help y'all with it. Because I've experienced a lot, honey. And I know a lot of people have too. So let me know. Please. These are some big old thick chunky oxtails. Is my pan still on low? Yeah, it's still on low because I don't want my water to evaporate. That's what we don't want. Okay? Okay? Yeah, but anyway, yeah. And if you that person still stalking this person because you messed up in that relationship, because I've heard that before too. I've known some people to do that too. Move on. Especially if that person ain't giving you the time of day. Okay? You're not making them want you more. What you think in your head, if I just be aggressive and show them that I've changed, that they don't believe you, boo. Just keep it moving. Go show a new person that you've changed and you doing better and you the right person for them. Leave them old people alone, because if you mess up with them folks, 9 times out of 10, they don't like you. Especially if it didn't set in. If what you did didn't set in and they didn't sit down and thought about it and was like, oh, if that, especially if they at that stage, child, just move on. Just move on. Little mama, just move on. Sir, just move on. Whichever. You know what I'm saying? You trying to send stuff, flowers and bears and candies and it ain't gonna work. If they ain't took you back by now, just move on. Let them people be happy. And you go be happy. If you change, that's good. That's between you and your God. That's okay. You ain't got to try to prove that. Just move on, okay? Okay? Just don't do it in your next relationship. Okay? Right? Right, honey? You wouldn't be feeling this way. Anyway, let's check on my oxtails. Let me share my butter, because these oxtails, they take so long to boil. Take a few hours to boil, and I'm already at 12, 13 noon. Okay? And it's a Sunday, and I want to see my game, my football game. And of course, before y'all ask, I am H-Town all the way, all the way. My team is the Texans. If y'all ask me about basketball, it's the Rockets. Hello. If you ask me about baseball, it's the Astros. And no, I don't want to hear your comments about the Astros. I don't want to hear your comments about the Rockets. I'm still a fan. And that's how I go. If you ask me about soccer, it's the Dynamo. Okay? If you ask me about rugby, it's the SaberCats. So, if you decide to ask me anything sports related, I'm a Houston fan. Always and forever, baby. I don't care if I live in Timbuktu. I'm a Houston fan. Okay? Just thought I'd let y'all know. And no, I don't need to hear your comments. Okay? Because we have a lot of haters. I understand. I understand. I would hate me too if I was them. Okay? If I was y'all. Bye. Get on. Talking mess. I can hear y'all now. Oh my God, the Rockets. Oh my God, the Texans. Yes, honey. And it's not, oh, she just likes sports because she likes looking at the men. No, I like sports because I like sports. those men though, they're added bonus to look at. I mean, y'all got cheerleaders. I gotta look at something. So of course it's that they fine. Like, hello. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, they look real good. But no, it's for the sport. Definitely for the sport. But it does not hurt that I have some little eye candy to look at when it's on timeout or something and they scanning the bench or scanning the field or scanning the court. Like, dang, looking so and so. So fine. Yeah. But yeah, my game today come on at 3:25. So I'm trying to get this good and boiling, honey. Trying to get this hot. Come on. You remember the days when you, or if your grandmother or your big mama or your whoever, whatever you call your grandparent, was still living and everybody used to get together and have family dinners and play cards and dominoes, and you know, the kids playing outside. All the cousins knew each other. They spent the night all the time, and grandma cooking, and your parents, your mom and your aunties in the kitchen helping. Like that just don't happen no more. Hopefully it does with you, but I don't see it a lot anymore. I wish it did still happen. I try to have stuff like that, but since COVID, can't really do it now. But hopefully when them numbers keep dropping and keep, you know, going down and down and down and down and definitely disappearing, bye-bye to COVID. Nobody wants COVID anymore. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. We've had enough. Hopefully I can get back to having my little get-togethers with the cards and the dominoes and the kids playing and having a good time, little birthday parties, little dinners, little kickbacks just because. Like, I like doing stuff like that with family and friends. Like, what kind of stuff do y'all do with family and friends? Because I've been playing so much stuff in my head since the COVID has come of what I'm going to do when it's up. Like, it's ridiculous. But, hopefully soon, because I haven't seen my family and some associates in a while. And my extended family. So hopefully soon I can see them, because I'm used to seeing them a bunch of times out the year. At least a few of them a bunch of times out the year. You know, we usually get together, do stuff, go somewhere. Because I was talking to my cousin the other day. She was like, girl, she planning trips in her head too. She like, oh, we gotta go here, we gotta go here, we gotta go here, we gotta do this girls trip, blah 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 blah. Just so much. Just stop so much. You know, because I had a 90s pool party planned and couldn't do it. So for my birthday is in July. Hello, okay, so baby. Hi. But anyway, yeah, I had it planned in July, so I was thinking like maybe when everything is a lot more safer, can probably do an Airbnb on the beach or something and have a little 90s little kickback beach party. I think that'll be cute. Cook a lot, have a lot of cute fun adult games, because it's gonna be adult time. Adult. No children allowed, so we can, you know, party like we want to in a safe, responsible manner, of course. But yeah, so I cannot wait, because I have not seen my little faces in so long. And some of my family members I am used to seeing all the time, and I haven't seen them faces and those kids' faces up close and personal in a long time. And yeah, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. Okay, we're gonna cut these out. We just fry them enough to where the seasonings is locked in, like I said 100 billion times. So yeah. And this bowl I'm putting them in, I have it lined with paper towels so it can kind of soak it on up, drain on off before I put it up in here. Girl. Child, whoever watching. So yeah, Get these up in this pan. Boom. Boom. They're getting smaller so I can put more in without crowding. Anyway, I was saying if the camera cut off, I was talking about Tropical Storm Beta. I feel so bad these storms keep hitting Louisiana, like it's just pounding back to back to back to back to back. I know these people cannot deal with that right now. We don't need it in Texas. They definitely do not need it in Louisiana. I'll be glad when hurricane season is over. Okay, these floods and this destruction, the wildfires in Cali, West Coast and all, it's just too much. Right along with the COVID, too much. Like, it's too much. And it's only so much you can do. Like, of course, you can volunteer, collect water, collect food, clothes, canned goods, everything. You know, send them down. But you seem like you're not doing enough, even though you're doing what you can in times like this. You know what I mean? But, yeah. So if anybody, if you can, even if it's just a little bit, with all the stuff that's going on, try to help people that needs help. You know, it won't. What is it gonna do to you? Nothing. It costs nothing to help. You know. You don't even have to pay. You don't even have to, you know, send money. But if you can go volunteer, do something like that, that'll be great. Cause I really like helping people. I really want to start a non-profit, you know, that can keep going and going and going. Get my daughter into it so she can grow up knowing that, you know, helping folks is very vital to keep society rolling. Don't judge people, you know, for what they do or don't have. Don't think you up here because someone has less than you, because everyone is right here equal in my book. Okay, I'm gonna treat the janitor the same way I'm gonna treat this billionaire over here. Okay, with respect, love, and caring. All right. I don't treat nobody no different, and nobody should. But sadly, people do. Sadly they do. It's ridiculous. Let me tell ya, it's ridiculous. So yes, let me fry out these oxtails. Let me fry out these little bit of oxtail folks, and I'll be right back when I'm done frying out the oxtails and before I get them in the pots. Okay. Be right back. Alright, people, as you can see, we are ready to put, look, them oxtails has been fried and ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in our, look, let me turn the camera, let me see. Follow me, camera, follow me. You right there? You right there. Okay. So we're gonna turn this back up to a medium. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and get our oxtails in our water that we already flavored with the onions and the peppers and the seasonings. Okay, so we're gonna get it up in there. Let me go ahead and do it, because we want to get this shut up. Okay, get this going, because we's hungry already, right? We are hungry. Get it up in there. Now you may have to put more water, but I put about a little under half the pot because these are some big, thick oxtails and I don't want it to overflow. Okay? Get in there, girl. Come on, big mama. That was a big one now. Big, big fine one. Like some people I know. No. Okay. Anyway, back to the oxtails. Alright. Get in there, y'all. We need y'all boiling. Get in there. Get in there. Looks like I had a little more. Wait, I'm gonna over talk. Let me get all them big ones open now first. Alright, little babies, the rest of the little babies. Y'all know them little babies ain't buy nothing. What be left over with them is the bone and the gristle, nothing else. But it flavors them, and I want it all because I paid for them. Them babies cost too. Believe me. Little baby pieces cost too. Okay, so we're gonna get that. Got it all in there. Boom. Put the top on now. Cut it up a little bit more, maybe to a medium high heat, because we want to bring it to a boil. And when we bring it to a boil, we're gonna cut it down back to medium, and we're gonna let it go for a couple of hours. So when we done and we about to get the gravy going to put it on in the pool of oxtails, I will be back. So don't go nowhere. I'm acting like I'm on TV. Next scene, people. Okay, it's been about 2 hours. Let's just see how this is doing. At a steady boil. Pretty good. Put the top back on. Don't touch it. Let it go. And we'll be back in a few more hours. Okay, we are back. And I decided while my oxtails were still, you know, boiling, getting soft, getting ready, because you know that take a few hours, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what I do to my yams. Very simple, pretty simple. So let's see. Okay, so I already cut up 2 yams, maybe a long one and then a shorter one, so you know, something like that. Not too much. Let me show y'all how much I have, if I can tip it without wasting this water. Not too much. First, we're gonna take a 1.5 cups of sugar, pure white cane sugar, 1.5 cups, okay? If you're on a diet, this is not for you. Unless it's on your cheat day. Actually, nothing I'm cooking for Sunday supper is for you, honey. So we're gonna do 1.5 cups, okay? One cup, right on in the pool, and a half. Boom. Okay, half. And then we're gonna take a tablespoon of pure vanilla, okay? Right in the pool. Make that water dark real sexy. And we gonna take, well, you can use regular salt, about a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm gonna use kosher, just a pinch. Boom, right here to balance everything, guys, so everything be all nice and good and delicious. So let's do that. Just a pinch. Boop, boop, boop. And then a 1/2 stick of butter, people. 1/2 stick of butter. Right in the pot. Bam. We got everything in the pot with the yams, sweet potatoes, whatever you want to call them. Everybody got a different name for them, but everything's in here. Gonna cut them on a medium heat. Get them to getting happy, because Sweet potatoes are really thick potatoes, and they take way longer to soften than, you know, the regular white potatoes or russet potatoes or whatever. So we got this on. I'll be back when I'm making my gravy for my good old oxtails. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, folks, we are back. Time to make the gravy. You can use like packaged gravy if you want to, but I don't. I think homemade gravy tastes better. So let me, oh, forgot something. Give me a second, folks. I just break it in half because I don't need the whole thing. All right, just half a stick. Boom. Got something. Okay, so the oil I used earlier, I saved some of it so I can brown my gravy in it. And then I do add a half a stick of butter, but that's just me. You don't have to, you can just use the oil you used to fry the oxtails in earlier, but my greedy butt, just use butter. Don't judge me, judge yourself. Okay, all right. Let me get the oil. Get the oil warm, hot, and bubbly. Then I'm gonna add the butter, melt that in. Then I'm gonna add my flour, all-purpose flour. All-purpose flour. Now, if you find some other kind of flour work better for you and your recipes, by all means, go ahead. And it works better for you and your gravy, by all means, go ahead. It's okay. No judgment here. But I'm gonna use all-purpose. And you see these little bits from frying the oxtails are still in the pan with that oil, of course. But of course I'm not using all the oil. I pulled some off, you know. So come on. See, it's bubbling, getting happy. Let me show y'all how they starting to break up. Okay, boom. If this thing will stop hating, you see that it's starting to break up a little bit. It's starting to come away from the bone a little bit, just a little bit. That's one of the small ones, of course. I'm gonna look up and down. This one, these oxtails, usually I trim them. I trim some of the fat away. I just didn't today. You know, it don't matter, but you can. So you won't have so much fat and oil and stuff up in here. But yeah, it's starting to break up, break down, look nice, look pretty. All right, folks, let's take out a little butter. This is about a half a stick, okay? Put it up now. Let me borrow you. Let me borrow you real quick. Thank you. Trash. Let this get nice and melting. See, I already got my yams on. I just showed y'all those, and I already got my cabbage on. If y'all want me to show y'all how I do my cabbage, feel free, leave it down below. Let me know. Of course I will. Cabbage is very simple. Unless you want me to do fried cabbage, I can do that too. Very delicious. Let me know. I will definitely do it. But on today's video, I'm not gonna show the cabbage. I'm not gonna show the cornbread. We just focus mainly on the oxtails. And I went ahead and showed y'all my little yams. Very simple, very delicious, very easy. Anyway, and of course rice. Like, I'm not gonna show that neither. That's so simple. But if you want me to show y'all how to do rice too, let me know. I'll definitely do a video. No problem, I promise. No problem at all. Okay, we're gonna take our cup of all-purpose flour. yams in. I don't eat yams in. Yeah, that's my yams. I know to keep moving the gravy. Keep moving the flour around so it won't have no lumps. No lumpy gravy. Who wants to, you know, eat some gravy and then a big air pocket of raw flour? No, ma'am. We don't need that. Okay. And of course, the gravy is already dark because I'm making it in the grease that I fried the oxtails in, and all them bitty goodness was up in there still, so. I ain't gonna hurt nothing. Just gonna add some more flavor. Heard about it. Cook a little bit, just a little bit, and come back and start, you know, mixing it up again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm here to sit down, I promise, but my football is on. I've been watching football all day. I can't get enough of it, but I'm focused, I promise. But anyway, let this cook a little bit, just a little bit. Keep your eye on it because it will bubble up, go over. Especially if you got it in a small skillet or smaller pan, it will, you know, overflow. But mine, it's not in a big pan. I mean, not in a small pan, so I'm not too much worried about it. I ain't got too much up in here. So let's go over here. Move it around, move it around. We're gonna get this to a dark, nutty type smell and taste, okay? For like my stews and, you know, the oxtails and stuff like this when I'm boiling, like your gumbos, you want a dark gravy. You don't want a light gravy, you want a dark. Cause that goes with the stews and gumbos and stuff well. A dark gravy. A little bit more flour because that seems like I was overly zealous with the oil and the butter. It ain't gonna hurt me. It's just gonna have a thicker consistency. And of course, I'm gonna add some more liquid when I put the gravy in, okay? Of course. Follow me, camera. You gotta stay with me, baby. Let me turn you a little bit. Anyway. Of course, camera troubles. Camera went out. That's okay. That's alright. The gravy is looking amazing. Add some of my gravy. About this color. A little darker, but you know, it's all good. I could have, you know, used a little bit more flour, but I don't have much, so I'll just skim the oil off. But yes, this is the gravy color that I was looking for. And the little bits in the gravy, again, that's from me frying the oxtails in the oil, people. It's okay. But yeah, you see that pretty color? this is what we want for the oxtails. Right, we got the gravy how I want it. Make sure I'm cutting off the right eye. Anyway, we need them yams to get heavy. Anyway, we're gonna put the gravy in the oxtails. Oh yeah. Let me mix a little water in here. I already got a cup of water sitting here waiting. So let me mix the gravy with a little water so it can go in the oxtails easier, folks. Okay, let's get this in here, honey. Okay, got the gravy in here, so we're gonna mix that in the oxtails, mix it on up a little bit. Really thick. Thick. And as it keeps cooking, it's gonna thicken up even more, the gravy. So, I know some people, if you don't want to, you don't have to add no more water, but I will. Because a lot of people like their oxtail gravy real thick. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more water, about a half a cup, not much. Mix it up a little bit. Okay, folks, boom. This is how it looks with the gravy in now. We're gonna let it cook down a little bit more. And the gravy's gonna get a little thicker also. So that's how we looking right now. All right. Okay, folks, now that I put my gravy in there, I'm gonna season it some up. So a little bit of kosher salt, a little bit of black pepper. Don't over season it, just put a little bit, taste it, see if you have to put a little bit more, okay? A little bit of black pepper. A bit of garlic. Just a tiny bit of garlic. Just a tiny bit, not much. Now, if you want to thin your gravy, I'm going to let that cook in there a little bit before I taste it to see if I need some more seasonings. But if you want to thin your gravy out a little bit more, just remember, add a little bit of water at a time until it's the consistency that you like. Okay, so we're going to let this go ahead and get all happy, get our gravy incorporated into our oxtails, and we'll be right back, okay? And in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to go ahead and do the rice and the cornbread. All right, y'all? Bye-bye. Okay, folks. As you can see, I got my plate here ready to go. Everything's fixed, done, ready. I'm so happy. I've been cooking all day. Y'all have no idea. If you want it good, it takes time. But let me go ahead and taste some of these oxtails, even though I already know it's good and delicious. Y'all see it. It tore out real easy. It's hot. Okay. Delicious. I promise y'all. Definitely make these. With the yams, the cabbage. I put my cabbage on top of my cornbread, of course. My oxtails and gravy on top of my rice. And I'm ready to eat. Now, people, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please don't forget to hit that bell for post notifications. And until next time, everybody, I'm hungry. Been cooking all day. It's almost nighttime.